What's going on? It's Kay here from Ain't Got a Clue podcast. Thanks for listening. But guys, did you know that we've got a Patreon? Yeah, that's right. Every time we drop an episode on a regular feed, which you're listening to currently and you're subscribed to and you follow, we also drop an episode on our Patreon. And that one's an exclusive episode, especially for the people that support our Patreon page. And our patrons also get our regular content early without any advertisements. Yeah, I mean, there's no ads. No one trying to sell you like a shaver to shave your nuts with or something like that, right? So here's a clip of what one of them sounds like. What is the oldest flag, Marcus?
10? I haven't answered you in years. I ain't got a clue. I ain't got a clue.
Okay. Right. Well, the oldest flag in the world is Denmark's. Denmark, yes, Denmark. Do you know some countries where you just look at them and you'd be like, you just been there from time, innit? Like China, Denmark and these places. You're just like, you've just been there from the beginning, innit?
100%. I feel like every time I look into history, it's always like the earliest ever evidence of this was found in China. Every single time.
Yeah, exactly.
China's where it all happened.
Yeah, but in
that in Egypt.
Yeah, well, yeah. But like certain places have just been places, whereas other ones, there's been people that coming in, out, and the whole of that Eastern European section. Yeah. Buddy, a lot has gone on there.
A lot of movement, should we say.
A lot of lines being drawn and rubbed out and drawn again and stuff.
That's the politest way of putting it.
Anyway, a lot of lives were lost as well, but let's not go there. I'll be nice to you today, so I'll give you the top 10 flags, oldest flags in the world, but we'll start off with Denmark. So Denmark's flag, if you're not aware, it's got the Nordic cross in white and it's a red background, right? So the Nordic cross is where they look at the cross and go, not in the middle, a little bit to the left. Oh, yes, perfect. Yes, absolutely perfect. Wonderful. So the first time they ever saw this flag being used was 1219.
In the afternoon? That is mad. Really? In the afternoon?
No, 1219 the year. But it was formally adopted in 1625. So, several countries claim to have the oldest flag, but Denmark is widely considered to be the oldest flag in the world. Officially, the flag has a name. Do you want to stab a guess at what the flag is called? I'm
going to have a go and absolutely fail because I haven't got a clue. Beforehand, did you just say that there's 400 years the flag existed for before it was formally adopted? So this flag was rogue for 400 years.
It wasn't rogue,
used.
But see, the thing is with flags,
official.
But the thing is with flags and countries and stuff, you've got to understand, right? Essentially, you could create a logo and fly it above your house and say, this is the flag of Marcus.
I'm so going to do that after this episode.
Do you see where I come from? Yeah. But until you're actually recognized as a state or whatever, the flag of Marcus doesn't mean anything, does it?
Okay.
So then once Marcus becomes a land, then they're like, oh shit, yeah, but the flag existed at this point, but Marcus became a place.
So what you're saying is, if I want to have my own country, start with a flag, and with the best of hopes, my flag, when things become official, when the country of Marcusdom is done.
Well, I mean, if you look at a lot of military groups or which essentially a lot of these flags sort of stemmed from, like naval ships and whatever. It's we'll use this flag and whatever. Yeah. And then eventually they're like, okay, yeah, well, why don't we just use this flag to say we run this area? And then it just becomes a flag of that area. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
It's like the Bloods and the Crips. If the Bloods took over a certain area, they've got the red flag flying.
They'll have the red flag with the white cross in it. And if it was the Crips, it'll be a blue flag with the white cross in it.
Yeah, but do you see what I'm coming from? So it's that kind of...
Do you know what? I've never thought of it. I've always thought of flags as being a formal thing that always just have existed. I've never thought about the origin of flags. So this is...
Well, it's one way to identify, if I'm coming to... beef you, as it were. If I'm coming to invade you or attack you, you need to know how to identify me, right? Or I want people to know that, look, it's us when we're coming. I've got a flag, right? Cool. So yeah. But do you want to hazard a guess as to what the flag is officially called?
Flag. That's the best.
So you know how we've got the Union Jack,
yeah,
right?
Flag.
Flag.
Flag?
Flag. For $13.99, you can get this flag coaster. No, it's called the Dannebrog. So it traces history back to 1219. The flag is recognised by the Guinness Book of Record as the oldest continuously used national flag. According to legend, the flag fell from heaven during a battle in Lindanis, Estonia. While the legend may have appeared around 1500, there is evidence that a red flag with a white cross was being used by the Danish since around 1340 to 1370. The Dannebrog is shown in the Gallery Armorial from around this time alongside the coat of arms of the King of Denmark at the time.
That is an awesome backstory for a flag. They fell from the heavens.
It fell from the heavens and came down, and we started using it. I don't know why I said German, but yeah, it's such a better accent. What is it called? The Dannebrog. What does it do? The flies. Yeah. I thought, given that we're speaking about Denmark and Denmark has the oldest flag in the world, I'll give you a few facts about Denmark while we're here, just because it's always fun to learn about Denmark. But that is mad, isn't it? Like you can tell that they're from the land of Thor and that kind of thing, innit? Where it's like the flag's fallen from the sky. It's like,
I love it.
There was a hammer for Thor, but for the Danish people, we had flag. The Dannebrog. It came out. It's just like, this is the flag for everybody that we use. Flag. This is the flag. Do you know what I do when I try and do a Danish or Swedish or whatever accent? I act like I'm a Formula One driver.
Right.
When you always see one of those Formula, it was good, but I just had a bit of understeer at the first corner, and then it just sort of like comes. Yeah, so understeer. But Lewis ran a great race. Anyway. So facts about Denmark, it has the best city for swimming. Copenhagen is surrounded by water, and specifically it's got the Omega Beach Park, which is an artificial island and lagoon with areas specifically designed for outdoor activities. And they've also got like loads of other beaches and stuff as well.
I did not know Denmark was known for its beaches. When we go there on tour, we ain't got a clue. I think we shall go and enjoy some beach.
But people will like swim in the mornings, people will swim in the evenings.
So that
swim in the evening, swim in the morning, all night long. I feel like swimming in the morning, swimming in the evening, and the afternoon.
It's like people that are like on the Wim Hof method of living. They like to go for a cold swim. Me? No thanks, I have a hot shower.
Everybody fancies a swim. I like to do the breaststroke in the morning and the evening. Mix it up with a bit of backstroke and butterfly in the morning. There you go.
So they're the best for swimming because they've got a lot of water around them.
Yeah,
not
so
that impressed them, Mark. Yeah. Sorry, mate. You got if you were like a massive landlocked state, and you were the best at swimming, I'd be so impressed.
Well, I don't even think they're the best at swimming. They just have a good swimming culture.
The best city for swimming.
Yeah,
it's the best. It sounds so Danish, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's the best city for swimming.
It's the best.
It's the best.
Yeah, of course it's the best city for swimming, but you can do other things. It's also got Denmark has the world's largest toy making company. You like this one? Lego.
Yes,
Lego.
I love Lego when I was a kid. Not so much stepping on it now.
No, but as an adult, I reckon you'd still really enjoy Lego.
Oh, mate, if you put me in if there was a social experiment where you just put me in a room, say, look, you got to wait for 2 hours, and there was a box of Lego in the other corner of the room, you better believe that within 15 minutes, I'm there making a spaceship, a house.
Do you know what? The only thing that sort of annoys me about that concept right now is the fact that we live in a world where we've experienced a pandemic. Mm-hmm. So now just the idea of there's a box of Legos over there, it goes, yeah, but who touched them before?
Oh, yeah, spray them down. Spray them down.
But who's got time to spray every piece of individual Lego and then dry it? And do you see where I'm coming from?
Fun fact, right? Not so fun fact. I did a presenting gig. I worked for Lego News for a little while. The videos are still out there, right?
Wow, Lego News.
Check was good. And they sent me to a Lego event where there were like pools of Lego for kids. And this is the only event I've been to before COVID that was hand sanitizer was everywhere. I was like, why is there so much hand sanitizer everywhere?
Sense.
Someone was like, would not want to even start thinking about what these kids do to these bricks. I was like, what? Like they put them in their mouth. They're like, you know, when somebody looks at you and they have that 1,000-yard stare, so they're looking through me as they describe how bad it could be.
Some of these children, we wish it was just their mouths. They love to experiment.
And the places they put some of these things, only God can imagine.
So accurate.
To listen to that, plus a bunch of other Patreon exclusives, go on to patreon.com/ain't got a clue. You know, sign up to the Patreon page or just check the episode description and click the link there as well. Peace!